Who wants a shortcut to creating magnetic messaging? Um, Me as a many gen, I do. Right? We all want that shortcut. That's why I freaking love human design. And I will say it every day. I love it because it really does help you figure out what your authentic message is. So we all know that communicating in our business is vital, right? You can't have a business without articulating what you do. You can't just show up and open your doors and say, I'm open for business and expect a flood of clients. We have to be able to communicate, articulate, explain what we do in a way that has your clients going, oh, yes, I want to buy from you. I want your help. Please, let's work together, right? We have to be able to communicate. Now, most of the people I work with are very spiritual. They're healers, they're coaches, they're in those somatic practices, those types of genres, right? And they got into doing that because they wanted to make an impact. They wanted to help people and they wanted to be able to do something that they love and be able to live the life they want, right? And that's why they created a business without realizing that, yeah, you have to market your business and you have to learn funnels and you have to learn copywriting and you have to learn all of these other things that you don't actually want to do. And let's not forget about content creation. Like very few spiritual entrepreneurs want to be content creators. They want to simply share what they're doing, have help people make an impact, right? And I totally get why. I mean, I didn't get into this business to be a marketer either, even though I love marketing. It wasn't the reason that I wanted to do this. It was because I wanted to make an impact. But what if you could make that impact, help those people, and live the life that you want? And it all starts with communicating what you do in a way that feels really good. Enter human design. So I do believe that you can get to a message that is super resonates with your clients and that you love without human design. But I think most of the people that come into being coaches and healers, the skill of articulating what you do is not something that comes naturally to you. The people that get messaging and are just like, yeah, you just do this. Those are the people that really like their gift is marketing. Their gift is selling their service, that is their gift. Your gift is healing people using modalities like Reiki and energy healing and coaching people through their traumas and their crazy shit. That's your gift, right? Your gift isn't articulating these deep, profound things happening in your sessions. And I think that's where we get so lost is that you're taking advice from people that are just like, you just do this. That's all you have to do. Wait, but it doesn't work, right? I see so many coaches, healers, they're either trying to implement a strategy that came from a coach that just kind of got it and it was their gift anyway, or they're trying to reinvent the wheel and totally throw spaghetti at the wall, trying to just figure out something that works, right? Or somewhere in between. And I want you to know that your strategy to messaging is unique to you, and your human design is going to show you exactly what that is. It's going to show you the path of least resistance to creating and articulating your work in a way that is going to be like a beacon to your ideal clients. It's going to the lighthouse, right? It's shining the light through the mist and the fog to call in and magnetize your clients. It's not necessarily just as simple as saying, this is the result of working with me. And it's as simple as creating pain points or trying to identify your client niche. It's not though that is not what's going to help you. You really have to understand how your energy is wanting to be expressed. So if you're in this camp of trying to do messaging the way a coach has told you to, or someone else has told you to, or you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, I have something really, really, really exciting. And honestly, this is for the people that have been working for a little while, like you have some success, but you're just not honing in. Like you know that there's more, right? You're almost boxing yourself in a little bit and realizing like, hey, there's something missing here. And I think my messaging is not calling in the right people. I'm not attracting the people that I love working with. I'm attracting freebie seekers, or I'm attracting clients that drain me, that aren't getting results. They're, or you are working with a few people, but again, like it feels like you're not actually getting across the true depth of your work, right? That's who I love working with, and like really honing in and specifying exactly what your message is. And that with the event that I have coming up is going to be so, so transformative for you. So I'm doing a free masterclass series. Yep, free series, 3 days, September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. That we're going deep into understanding human design and putting it into your messaging to create that magnetic message that attracts ideal clients. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about what we're going to be talking about in that 3-day series so that you can get an idea of the importance of creating a message through human design. This isn't the only way. I'm never going to say that this is the only way. It's not. But if you love human design, if you really, really want a message that's unique to you, that stands out from other people, that isn't just doing something the way that someone else has done it and it said worked, right? You really want to blaze your own trail. Hey, MGs, blaze your own trail. This human design is the way to go. And I would love to show you how much your chart is holding for you, how incredibly magnificent it is, and how you can blend it into the work that you're doing. Okay, so day one, we're diving into your human design type. Now, what does human design type have anything to do with messaging? Has everything to do with it. It's really, it's crafting the strategy behind your messaging. When I first started writing copy, I noticed that there were different ways people would write messaging. Some would be very story based. I think of the story brand, right? Some are more vision. They want like be outside the box and say the thing no one else is saying and be visionary, right? And then there were others that were like, no, this is mastery. I am really good at this and I've done this for years, right? There's different ways to structure your message. And I started playing with this idea of different ways of structuring your message with the different human design types and which structure lended itself to that aura type. And it is uncanny how well it works. Um, like even taking, for example, manifesting generators. If a Manny Gen is trying to put themselves into a box of like, this is the one thing I do and the only thing I'm really good at, it's going to feel number one, within 6 months, you're going to be like, this sucks. I don't want to, right? You can't even commit to that. You can't even like longevity wise, right? Because you are always diving into different things. You have so many different passions. How can you pick one, right? That's why that strategy is going to just honestly stifle your creativity, stifle your ability to attract the right people. And when that happens, that's when you start to question your own gifts, question your own abilities, because your structure of your messaging is off, right? Okay. So that's part of day one. We're going into your type and how that's affecting your message. How can you use your aura type to really hone in on the structure of your messaging? We're also going to be talking about Mercury Gate. I love talking about Mercury Gate. This, I have heard a few things that it's more like this is the linchpin. I don't necessarily, there's nothing that's a linchpin, to be honest, of messaging. But Mercury really goes back to your mission and like the deeper meaning of why you're doing this, why you're doing the work that you're doing. Your Mercury gate is going to help you communicate that deeper meaning of why. I had a really hard time understanding my own why until I like put it together with my Mercury gate. And my Mercury gate is gate 12, and understanding that um, the words that I'm saying matter. And I just have to trust myself a lot more. It came back to trusting myself. And that's the shadow of 12 too, is trusting the words that come out of your mouth. So understanding that my mission is to help you trust the words that are coming out of your mouth was like, yes, that's what I'm doing. That's my mission, right? Then we're also going to be talking about your throat center, because this is a huge, huge part of your brand voice and how you want to articulate your messaging. So, depending on if your throat is undefined or if it's defined, is going to show you how the energy wants to be expressed. So, without getting too far into it, because that's what the workshop is for, the series is for, is essentially, if you're undefined, then you're absorbing other people's information and you want to like mirror back what they're saying. And I'll show you how to do this in the series. And then if you're defined, you're looking at the channels that are leading to your throat. What is the other center that it's connected to? What channel is that? Because that is going to be your dominant voice, right? If it's connected from 35, 36 channel, it's all about experiences and your experiences, your clients' like experience. Probably is told in a story form. It's about emotion. It's about really sharing how you've worked through different things and your own emotions, right? If you have a defined solar plex, you better be talking about emotions. That's straight. That's it. Because it's defined energy for you, right? So we're looking at what is your defined energy in your throat center. And if it's undefined, showing you how to mirror back what your people are saying in order to attract them. The open throat is incredibly, incredibly magnetic. And I really want to show you how amazing your throat can be too. Okay. So that's day one. So good, right? Okay. Day two, like, what else can we talk about, Rachel? Oh, we could talk about so many things. Day two, we're going to talk about creating an offer and how that offer directly relates to your human design. So we can look at different things generally. I mean, I'll say your sun gate, and there's a couple other areas we'll talk about as well of creating an offer that is so unique, as well as like something you're super lit up about. So here's the thing. When we're showing up talking about our offers, we have to be excited. We have to be so like tapped in, turned on to what we're selling, especially as spiritual entrepreneurs. Because if we go to bat trying to sell an offer that we're not excited about, that we think is just kind of what our people want, or that someone told us we should create, or we think it's going to sell, that kind of thing, it is not going to go well. It is not the way to create offers when you are a spiritual entrepreneur. It really does need to be a part of you and a part of your genius. And I'm going to show you how to do that in day two of really taking your chart, going, okay, what am I great at? What are my geniuses? And understanding how to put that into an offer that you can be really lit up by. Now, maybe you have an offer that you are lit up about. But in this part of it, we can refine it and make it even more like juicy and delicious and amazing. And we're also going to talk about how to articulate the transformation of that offer. So whether it's a program that you're selling DIY, whether it's one-on-one, whether it's a group, it really doesn't matter. We're going to talk about what is that transformation that someone's getting out of it. People have to understand what's in it for them. They have to understand how this is going to change their life. They're not necessarily going to buy something because it's working on their shadow work. Like I see a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs trying to sell shadow work. And unless the people that you're targeting are deep interpersonal or deep people that they love doing the shadow work and want to do more shadow work and are like tied into that. General public doesn't really buy that. So depending on who your ideal client is, we need to work on really showing what is it going to do for their life positive way, not selling the work per se. The work is what makes you unique. It's why someone would want to buy your transformations because they like the way that you're doing it. Think of it like this, like your ideal clients are on one side of a canyon, you're on the other. The work or your process, your system, all of your uniqueness is the bridge over this canyon. They want the result and they want your bridge across the canyon because they feel attracted to it, because they like you, because they feel that that is for them. Okay. We're also going to talk about identifying your ideal client and a little bit about selling from the centers. Not a lot, because that's like a whole workshop in itself. But we're going to be talking about how to identify your ideal client and what are they looking for when it comes to buying a program, buying help, buying your service. Okay. That's day 2. And day 3, we're going to create a marketing strategy that's actually going to work for you. We're going to look at profile and we're going to look at what actually makes sense for you, right? There's so many different ways, and honestly, any way can work, but only certain ways are going to work for you in the least amount of resistance. So looking to your human design chart to help you figure out what that is what we're going to do day 3. And allowing honestly, it's about being visible with your offers. That's really all we have to do. We have to be visible and create a client journey to working with us. Now, that client journey can take 6 months, it can take 6 hours. It really doesn't matter. It's being able to see and understand the client journey to working with you. And we're going to be talking about that in day 3. Um, this series, I feel like, is it's so encompassing of all the work that we're doing inside the club, in all the work I do with one-on-one clients. Like, this is the like synopsis of it. So if you are at all interested in blending in your human design into your message, understanding what we're looking at in the chart and what your chart is saying about you and how you want to communicate, right? This is a fantastic opportunity to come free, learn this information all in one spot. And not only like I'm there to answer questions, it's going to be so good. I'm literally putting everything out there. So really is the opportunity to come and learn this shit if you want to. Um, I'm excited about it. So I will put the link in the show notes and come join us. It's going to be free September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Replays will be available, of course, and as always. And beyond that, the club doors are open. So if you know that this is the bridge that you want, right, to creating a magnetic message, like there's a lot of people that talk about creating messaging that really attracts ideal clients and selling your service and all of that. But if you want to do it through human design, like club is the only place on the internet that offers it. And I really am so passionate about helping you figure this out and helping you create the message that is aligned to you. So, I'll put put that link in the show notes as well. Doors are open. I am giving away a deep dive session in the workshop or the series, the masterclass series. I'll be giving away a deep dive session that's worth $777. So come to all 3 days and you can be put in a drawing for that. But that's it. I hope you guys have a great week and look forward to talking